Goldilocks and the Three Hares. Once upon a time, there was a fine little girl with a sweet, darling smile and bright golden curls. Goldilocks she's named. You've heard of her surely. She is the girl in that famous bear story. While the bears are away, she tries out their seeds. She tastes the bear's breakfast and then falls asleep. As her story is read, and is read around the world, she's off to the bear's house with her bouncing long curls. One day, the book of Goldilocks is about to be read by a small boy in Norway as he's ready for bed. So off Goldie trots fast through the woods to get to her story as she usually would. But as she went, there was an unexpected delay, an unusual occurrence this unusual day. In the middle of the path to the home of the bears, out popped from a hole a brown spotted hare. "Oh, excuse me!" exclaimed Goldilocks, so startled she yelled. She'd never seen a rabbit on her way to this tale. "Oh, that's quite all right. No harm done, miss." "I'm Goldilocks, and so sorry, but there's no time for this. I'm in a story, as you may have heard, but don't confuse me with Miss Muffet eating her way in curds." "Ah, sounds familiar, but you don't look quite right. Are you sure you're the girl in the story tonight? She is very pretty, and, well, you look rather ill. For a girl in a fairy tale, you don't fit the bill." "I look ill?" Goldilocks shrieked, quite quickly and tart. "Am I not pretty enough to play my part?" "Well, I suppose I could somehow in some way be wrong, but your hair's not as gold, and your locks are too long." "Oh dear, well, still I must go on ahead. They will expect me in my story when my story is read. There would be no story without me, I contend. The bears would come home, and that would be the end." "If you must go, then go. Things may turn out all right. Perhaps no one will notice you're lacking tonight." Goldilocks continued to race through the trail to hurry to get to the old bear folk tale. She passed by a pool on the path on her way, and seeing her reflection in the water, exclaimed, "That rabbit was seeing me just as I am. I'm not quite as pretty, and my curls have let down." Then from behind a log at the edge of the water, a creature came round and saw Goldie was bothered. The sad little girl looked up to see hare number 2, white with black feet. "What have we here?" the hare of white said. "You look quite upset. Was it something you read?" "I didn't read anything," the girl said straight out. "I'm not right for a book, and it's me it's about. I'm late and I must get there or there's no story to tell. But I'm here seeing me, and I'm not feeling so swell." "You're in a story? Oh my, and I see. That takes great talent and such ability. Are you sure the story's about you and not me? You look quite pitiful with those faded curls. Are you sure you're in the story? Not a more talented girl?" "Yes, it's about me. I go in the house where the 3 bears dwell, and I try out their stuff. I play the part well. That is until now, or a few minutes ago, when I was told I wasn't pretty, and now my talent's so-so." "Well, don't take it so hard. It happens a lot. You really can't do when you've just got what you've got." The hare hopped away, and the little girl stood, her heart quite broken and quite sad in the woods. She took a step backwards when she heard a voice say, "Go home now, little girl. Go home now and stay." Under her foot was the cotton-like tail of a skinny gray rabbit who gasped, short of a wail. "You shouldn't be here," said hare number 3. "There's no story for you, no future to see." Well, Miss Goldilocks could take it no more, not hanging around for a hare number 4. She headed for a home as low as a fox when a comforting voice called, "There you are, Goldilocks." It was the Papa Bear, so tall and so grand, standing there waiting to take Goldilocks' hand. "Where have you been? The story's being read. We have left home. You need to rest in our beds." "Well, I am not pretty and I am not good." "Who told you that?" "3 hares in this wood." "Nonsense," said Papa Bear. "It matters not what they think. Your story is yours," Papa said with a wink. "But my curls are quite limp, not as gold as should be, and I hear that I'm lacking an ability." "Please, my dear child, you hear the wrong voice. I say you are grand, and now it's your choice to listen to me as I'm speaking in love, or the voice of 3 rabbits we've never heard of." The little girl thought, and she thought a bit more. Her part was her part in that book from folklore. She thought she'd go on, how Papa Bear cared. She decided to keep her job with the bears. So ahead she went with the beloved old story of Papa Bear, Mama Bear, Baby Bear, and Goldie. Yes, the story still lives of her and those bears, and quickly forgotten were the unkindly 3 hares.